All right, I'm Tony Ruggiero here with Emilio Gonzalez. We're going to talk a little bit about pre-shot routine and the do's and don'ts, the things you should do, shouldn't do, and that'll help your game. One of the number one things I hear golfers ask about, on a less tee is like, they'll say they want to be more consistent.
Yeah.
And when I watch them, as part of the lesson, or a lot of times I like to go watch them play a few holes, I'll notice that the way they go and get into the ball is never the same. The process, the routine. Yet when I go to an event with you and all the golf balls I've watched you hit, the way you step in, the way you get into the ball is exactly the same almost every time. And I think that there's some things we can help people with their routine, and let's take them through it, okay?
Yeah, absolutely.
So, I think the first thing is you should always start your routine from behind the ball.
Absolutely.
Right? And I think you want to keep the ball directly between you and the target.
Mm-hmm.
And yet I'll see golfers that sometimes when you talk about the things to not do, they'll start way over here and then come walking in, or they'll come way over here and then they step in.
Yeah.
Good players always start behind the ball, keep the ball between their targets.
Yeah, some guys like if they would be lining up something to have a reference in between the ball and the flag.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I think it's so important to start from right behind the golf ball, facing exactly where you're trying to hit the golf ball.
Exactly. And then the second thing I'd like your opinion on, but I like you to put your grip on the club back here. I like seeing good players put their grip on the club. I don't like seeing players get in and then trying to fidget and put their grip on, right? It just doesn't, it's not very consistent. It takes away from focusing on the shot and the target. Yeah. So let's get you're going to keep the ball between you and the target.
Yeah.
You're going to place your grip on there.
Mm-hmm.
And then you walk in. And these are elements that I think represent a great routine. So you stop right there. And if you notice, you found the back of the ball with your right foot, your trail foot.
Mm-hmm.
And it's square or perpendicular to the target line.
Yeah. And
then you're aiming the face, correct?
Yeah.
And notice how much, how careful you are, how precise you are aiming the face there of your pure one at the target. And then you set your feet, right? And then from there, I think you take a good look at the target.
And then you're ready to
then you let it go. Whereas I think I'm going to have you do one incorrect.
Mm-hmm.
Golfers, errors that they would make would be to come in and they get their feet set.
Yeah.
Go ahead and come in there. And
usually they come out of the card, just pull out a club. And
right.
They see where they're trying to hit.
They come in and they get their feet set. And then they're trying to aim the face.
Yeah.
And way too often that gets their feet too far to the right, too far to the left, and you'll see them fidgeting. They can't ever match the face and the feet up.
Yeah.
And they look uncomfortable, and they're not very committed to the shot.
Yeah.
So I think if you want to be more consistent, you've got to start with a good, proper routine.
Mm-hmm.
And it's really just a process. It's a process that leads you to pulling the trigger to hit your golf shot. I think you want to keep the ball between you and the target.
Mm-hmm.
And I think you want to find the back of the ball with your trail foot, aim the face, get your feet set, take a good look at the target, and go.